Prime Minister Narendra Modi, President Draupadi Murmu and Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar on Sunday paid floral tributes to former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee on his birth anniversary at his memorial Sadaiv Atal. Tributes to Atalji on his Jayanti. His contribution to India is indelible. His leadership and vision motivate millions of people, tweeted Prime Minister Modi. Vajpayee served as the Prime Minister of India from May 16, 1996 to June 1, 1996 and again from 19 March 1998 to 22nd May 2004. He had also served as India's External Affairs Minister in the cabinet of Prime Minister Morarji Desai from 1977 to 1979. He passed away at AIIMS Hospital in Delhi on 16th August 2018. Union Home Minister Amit Shah, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman and Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri were among several dignitaries who offered their tributes to the late Prime Minister. Rescuers were working Sunday to reach 18 people trapped underground after cave-in at a gold mine in northwest China's Xinjiang region, state media reported. A total of 40 people were working underground at the mine in Yang country, about 100 kilometers from the border with Kazakhstan at the time of the collapse Saturday afternoon. 22 miners were brought to the surface, but 18 remained trapped. A rescue operation is underway to retrieve the remaining miners, Xinhua news agency said late Saturday. Rahul Gandhi will be paying tributes at the memorial of former Prime Minister and BJP stalwart Atal Bihari Vajpayee on Sunday. We believe in Bharat Jodo, said Congress MP Jairam Ramesh while making the announcement. Rahul's visit to the former PM's memorial is the first by the Gandhi family since Vajpayee passed away in 2018. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi on Sunday said that China is ready to work with India through steady and sound growth of the relations, according to the Chinese Foreign Ministry website. While addressing the reporters on China's relations with India, Wang said, China and India have maintained communication through the diplomatic and military-to-military channels, and both countries are committed to upholding stability in the border areas. We stand ready to work with India in the direction towards steady and sound growth of China-India relations. The statement came in the backdrop of the December 9 face-off between the Indian and Chinese soldiers in Arunachal Pradesh's Tawang sector. After the clash, the Ministry of External Affairs in a statement said that India and China held the 17th round of Corps commander level meeting at the Chushul-Moldo border meeting point on the Chinese side on the December 20 and agreed to maintain the security and stability on the ground in the western sector. The demand for coal in India will continue and is likely to peak between 2030 to 35. Union Minister of Coal, Mines and Parliamentary Affairs Prahlad Joshi informed Parliament during the recent sessions. Coal is the major source of energy in India. In 2020-23, April to October, the coal consumption in coal-based power plants increased to 447.6 million tons as compared to 398.2 million tons during the same period of last year, with a growth of 12%, the minister said in a written reply. Being an affordable source of energy with substantial reserve, coal is going to stay as a major source of energy in the foreseeable future. The country will require base load capacity of coal-based generation for stability and also for the energy security, Joshi said. The Ministry of New and Renewable Energy plans to achieve about 50% cumulative electric power installed capacity from non-fossil fuel-based energy resources by 2030.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.